Hello and welcome once again to Caversham Central. This is my last update of 2015 and I just want to start by wishing all of you really a somewhat belated Merry Christmas and also very best wishes for a happy, healthy and prosperous 2016. I hope you all had a good Christmas. I hope that you ate too much, drank too much. I hope you got some good presents. And most importantly of all, I hope that you got to spend some quality time with your nearest and dearest. Anyway, enough of all that. This video really is an update on some of the work that I've been doing on the layout. I want to show you the updated, or the work rather, that I've done on the DMU area, as well as also just a bit of work that's been done around the industrial units area as well. So I hope you like what you see. Now, on my last update, I'm pretty sure that I showed you the industrial units, and I sort of revamped them and just made them a little bit more spacious. Nothing's changed there particularly, and actually as we pan round, all I really want to show you is that I've got a new Scenecraft set of low relief flats from Bachmann to go with the ones which I've had for a while. So I've now got the two blocks of flats in place, and I've been working on fencing and stuff to just separate this off from the industrial area, and I'll be spending a bit of time here, putting in parking and some probably some trees and sort of cameo scene as well. So that's the first thing to show you. Not a huge amount, but gives you a good idea of how this is all going to finally look in this corner of the layout. I think corners can be quite difficult, so I'll be pleased to get something which hopefully, I hope you'll agree, looks pretty good over here. What can I show you? Well, first of all, I think the last update I'd have put down the card for the concrete hard standing area, and I hope you can see it's actually quite dark in here. What I hope you can see is that I've got the airbrush on it and tried to just grime it up and weather it and make it look like the sort of the large areas of hard standing that you'll get, and I think I've done a reasonably good job. I did it with let's say the airbrush, but also some sort of wax pencils as well, which I think look reasonably lifelike. I've now started on the opposite side of the tracks, and just at the moment I've just been laying the card down and gluing it in place, together with the ratio low relief kind of wall kit, which I've airbrushed and used some of the sort of the filler which you can get for for grouting on walls. I'll zoom in, see what you think. I think it looks pretty good. I already had some of this in place on the original layout, so it's just been a case of following it along. And as you can see, I'm just laying the card and gluing it in place, and I'll get the airbrush on there as well. I've also put in place or moved around some of the CR signal lighting gantries, which I'm a big fan of. They're not cheap, but I think they do look really good. I've not wired them up yet, but they're in situ, and I've put where are we? There we go. Put a screw in place. The bottom is magnetic, so the idea is that by having the screw there, they'll they're held in place, but not held too tight, because they're quite tall. They're very easy to knock, and the idea is they'll fall over, rather than if they were stuck firmly in place. Then there's a chance that they could sustain some slightly more serious damage. So I've got two of those in place. I've put in place the fueling point, and again just put it on top of some hard standing card with a little walkway running through to the wider sort of yard area. Popped a couple of these propane, the Bachmann Syncroft propane gas canisters in place, and there'll be a light there as well, just a street light that I had left over. I've put in place these buffer stops and lights. The lights, I think I'm right in saying, were the DCC concept ones, which are really good. They just take their energy from the tracks, and no wiring required. The buffers are just the standard kits that you can get, and again I think it's Gauge Master that makes them. My memory's shocking for this sort of stuff, so you have to forgive me. But they come just as plastic, and I then have painted them and weathered them. So we've got a couple. Where are we? Got a couple of them in place. I hope you'll agree they look pretty good, assuming you can see in this light. I've also just put in place some crash barriers here to sort of separate off the hard standing area from the you know, from the lines, and started to put in place some of the vegetation and that kind of thing, as well as having weathered the tracks. So yeah, that's really as far as I've got on the DMU area. But I've got to say I'm pretty pleased with it. The previous DMU I'd used sort of plaster to for the hard standing area, and I'd have to say that the card has been so much easier. I was a little bit concerned that it might absorb some of the water from the, you know, the glue, the liquid glue for that I use for putting down the sealing material, but it hasn't. I've been quite careful, and I think it just looks a heck of a lot better. And I also have put one of the buildings in place, and I made on the computer the card there, which you can see, the signage rather, which I think looks pretty good. So that really is everything I've been up to. I'm going to continue with the hard standing area, and I'll, as I say, get the airbrush on that and give it a good weathering, and just continue to build this up. There'll be some more scenic items going in all around this area, and then of course I need to get the lights wired up and all the rest of it. So that is everything. It may not look like much, but believe me, it's taken quite a lot of time, and I've been quite patient and worked quite slowly on it, which I think has been a good thing to do. So that is it. That is the last update for 2015. As I said before, I just hope that you've enjoyed the videos I've put up this year. There's not been as many as I would have liked. Hopefully next year there'll be a few more, but I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. Thanks for all of you who have checked in on the videos and subscribed this year and commented. And as I said before, really it just remains for me to wish you a really good new year. I hope you have a great New Year's Eve and an even greater 2016, and good luck with your modelling projects. And yeah, I'll obviously be posting some more videos next year. Okie doke. Anyway, all the best. Cheers.